Why are wedding rings worn on the fourth finger of the left hand? If you ask the internet this question, you hear a lot about ancient Roman, Greek, Egyptian beliefs in the vena amoris running from that finger to the heart. But is that the best explanation? I'll leave it to others to tell you the conventional story, but it's worth pointing out that while the vena amoris name is fairly modern, maybe 17th century, the idea is legitimately old. It pops up in the 2nd century Attic Nights, for instance, though the identification of it being a vein or a nerve is highly variable. But that's not the only story we get from the ancient world. In the 5th century, Macrobius wrote Saturnalia, which it's an imagined dinner party of a bunch of luminaries talking about stuff. Doesn't particularly matter. But one of his characters gives the nerve explanation, probably taking from Attic Nights, but Macrobius has another character give a different explanation. The other explanation is that in the olden days, rings were used to seal documents. Since they're utilitarian, nobody particularly cares what finger they get worn on, but as time went on, these rings started to get more bling. So people naturally started to worry about the rings getting damaged. They still wanted to wear rings, so needed to decide what the safest finger option was. Well, the right hand is out. For most of the population, it's way too commonly used. On the left hand, the thumb is still pretty commonly used, so it's out. The pointer finger isn't particularly defended on one side, since the thumb doesn't reach that high, so it's out. The middle finger is too big, the pinky is too small, so we're left with the ring finger. The most useless finger on the most useless hand. While that explanation makes a good amount of sense, nobody in the following centuries ran with it, and the vein/nerve explanation has always reigned supreme. But is it the best answer? I don't know. At the very least, it's worth a footnote whenever anyone brings up the near 2,000-year-old most popular explanation that there is an alternate.